Good morning. Had a good night's sleep. It's Saturday, so I got to sleep in this morning. Didn't have to get up at 4:30. So anyway, look where I got to stay last night. Take a look at that, would you? Nobody else joined me either. Found that interesting. Oh, for sure there'd be other people that would want that view to wake up to this morning, but guess not. So anyway, nice day. Almost not a cloud in the sky. Bright and sunny. A little windy. But still. Let's start our day. Head down toward Anchorage. See what else we can get.
Drive by, I always feel a little sad that Mr. Smith's dream never made it to a reality. It is a fun concept, and I think people would have loved staying here, especially in the winter, when the landscape has a particular type of beauty being covered in snow.
That igloo that we just passed back there, gentleman built it back in the early 70s when the Parks Highway was being built. And he made it for a tourist attraction. And unfortunately, he was injured and was unable to complete the building of it. But I guess it's changed hands several times since then, and it's got graffiti and everything else on it now. But hopefully, someone will take it and develop it. It's kind of a neat building out in the middle of nowhere. So I guess there's no power out in that area either. So be interesting to see what they come up with. I guess solar would be an issue or be an option. So I don't know. Kind of cool. There it is, Denali. The North Peak is the pointed one on the right, and South Peak is the rounded one on the left. Go ahead and walk down here a little bit. Let other people enjoy it as well. This is the northern viewpoint along the Parks Highway. Massive. Definitely is prominent compared to the surrounding mountains there. Yep. Pretty interesting. It's great that we have a clear day to be able to actually view it. A lot of times it's hidden by clouds and weather, so I think we picked a perfect day. All right, get back with you here shortly. Okay, this was the south viewpoint for Denali. Actually, I think the south point is better than the north. They're both on the Parks Highway. This one's kind of hidden, so if you're traveling through, make sure you pin it before you go. Otherwise, you pass it right up. So, all right, let's get back on the road and see what else we can find here. Well, we're just coming into Talkeetna, I believe is how you pronounce that. Took a little side trip and run up here and check out this little spot. It's supposed to be pretty good, so let's see what we find. This is one of the viewing points of Denali on your way into Talkeetna.
Wow.
Okay, just left Nagley's store, and neat little area here. Turn you around. Get out of the road here. Kind of reminds you of Key West in a way. A lot of little mom and pop shop stores and such. Got a Pop-Tart and a tea for $5. So yeah, it's got the Key West vibe to it, with no ocean. So if you've never been to Key West, I highly suggest that you go, first off. And second, it's a bit of a drive up here. You know, it's about 15-20 miles each way. It's a peninsula, basically. So come up here, do your shopping, turn around, drive back. So see what else we can find.
Yeah, they're not going for bike ride.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Talkeetna Spur Road.
Thank you.
Taquitos Road.
Yeah, that was a neat little place, wasn't it? Kind of reminded me of a little small town close to where I live called Yellow Springs, Ohio. And very similar, a lot more outdoor activity here, I think. But yeah, between that and Key West, that's two places that come to mind just by stopping by. So we're on our way down toward Anchorage. I think the next largest town is Wasilla, and that's just over an hour away. So we'll go down and check it out. There's an IGA and a couple little restaurants and even a hardware store right at the intersection of Parks Highway and a little spur going up to Talkeetna. So probably be prudent to, and there's a gas station there as well. There's a couple of them, so be prudent to stock up there if you need anything. It's a little cheaper down there than after you get up the road there a bit. This is the town of Willow, Alaska. At one time back in 1976, they wanted to move the state capital from Juneau, Alaska, over here, and voters turned it down because they didn't want it in Anchorage, and they didn't want it in Fairbanks. So this was one of three locations that they were thinking about moving the state capital to. Interesting, but yeah, never happened.
If you've been on the road for a while and are interested in stopping and stretching your legs, we would recommend a rest stop at the Nancy Lake State Recreation Area. You'll see signs for it up ahead, and they will direct you to the right on Nancy Lake Parkway.
Just coming into Wasilla, Alaska. Guess I'll have to stop and see if Sarah Palin's available, right? Turn you around here, let's take a look. Is there a high school there? Interesting looking high school. It's like more some type of office complex instead of a high school.
Have a shower and a dishwasher. Talk about the good life. But drilling a well can be extraordinarily expensive here. Sometimes folks live so remotely, it would be particularly challenging just to bring in well drilling equipment. As for the case of running water, you also have to think about the challenging winters. The people who live in Bush, Alaska, live extraordinarily challenging lives. Oftentimes, there isn't a police officer who lives in the village. So when help is needed, it can take hours or days to arrive, depending upon weather or other circumstances.
You know, I've been stopping at thrift stores on this trip throughout Canada and now into Alaska. There's a couple of different chains like Savers and Thrift something, and of course Goodwill and Salvation Army. But the prices are through the roof compared to the lower 48. My goodness, you know. Yeah, they've got some good outdoor stuff. Patagonia and and such, but there was some items in there that were as much as new. I was looking at some 511 pants, $30 a pair of pants. Shirts are normally $12, $15 depending, and sleeping bags were $25. And lower 48, you could go to Walmart and buy stuff brand new for prices cheaper than used up here in the thrift store. But it's interesting looking around. It's there's a large military presence in Alaska.
Ahead is the
So,
end of the George Parks Highway.
There's
the junction of the
a
Glen
lot of
Highway.
military
To continue to
clothing
Anchorage,
and outdoor
you'll just need to
clothing in
stay
there.
straight ahead on the highway.
But
If you're looking for
yeah,
a detour to an
thought I
agricultural
would
town, consider
share that.
following the signs to Palmer. And we hope you enjoy yourself, not only in Anchorage, but wherever you are traveling to in Alaska. So, here we are, wrapping up the tour. If you had a good time on the drive, please recommend us to another traveler, or tag us in your posts on social media. And check out some of our other tours as you travel around the state. So long, my friend.
Welcome to Anchorage. Just got into town here. Drive around and see what we can find. There's a sticker bus. Neat idea. Lucky Wishbone Restaurant. Vans Dive Bar. Just what you need. Right next
In
to
1,000 feet,
Alaskan
continue straight
boats.
onto East Fifth Avenue.
Okay, we are here at Earthquake Park. It's kind of on the west side of Anchorage. Go down here and check it out. Okay, it looks like it's a short walk down here to kind of take a look at things. I guess this is a remnants of the 1964 earthquake. I was listening to that audio tour on the way down. They were talking about the most recent one in, I think it was either 2018 or 2019. It did quite a bit of damage up here as well. So, but yeah, let's go check it out. There's a very nice biking path here, so if you just happen to have your bicycle, it would be terrific. People zipping around here everywhere, so make sure you bring some mosquito spray though. They're a little thick here. I think we're going to head back to the car. I thought there was going to be more displays here, but guess not. All right, catch you here in a bit. Thought we'd make a quick stop here at the Aviation Museum over by the airport. You got a pretty nice display. There is a tour that's available. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours long. It's I think $18 per person if you're interested. But I've got the U.S. Air Force Museum in Dayton, Ohio. So I think I've seen pretty much all of that. But I want to turn you around here and let you take a look at some of the float planes. Pretty interesting. And they actually land right out here on the lake. Little tower up there. Let's go over there and see if we can see some land or take off. Here comes one taking off now. Pretty interesting concept, isn't it? I guess they fly to a lot of the remote locations here in Alaska from here, and it's based right at the Anchorage airport. So as far as parts and supplies goes, kind of makes sense. Here comes another one up. Little tower up top here. Okay, well, we stopped and had a good burger for lunch just off Airport X or Airport Road there. Got some fuel, and now we are headed south down toward Seymour. So let's see how far we get tonight. Still early. It's only it's a little before 5 p.m. So we got a little bit longer to go. I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you look down there on that rock, there's an eagle. Sitting there waiting on dinner. Pretty cool. Eagle just sitting there. All this traffic. This is just south of Anchorage, Turnagain Arm portion of the Seaward Highway. I don't know if any of you follow the YouTube channel Truck House Live with Timmy or not, but his home lease building is in this area. I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is, but it's pretty close. So anyway, beautiful scenery. Let me turn you around here and let's take a look.
You might have noticed the highway has been paralleling the Alaska Railroad since we left Anchorage. The railroad was built long before the highway, with the rail line reaching this area in 1910, yet the highway wasn't completed until 1951. The highway will continue to follow the railroad until the eastern end of Turnagain Arm, where the railroad takes a more direct route south to Seward, straight through the mountains. The highway will wrap around the arm for several miles, and if you look diagonally across, you might be able to see where the highway heads into the mountains. If you look diagonally behind you, you might be able to see the little town of Hope. You'll learn more about Hope as you continue on the tour. Gunnar here. I'm one of the writers of the tour.
Stopped here at the Wildlife Center. I'm gonna take a tour. We're gonna close here in about an hour, so take a quick little driving tour. This is located just south of Girdwood on your way to Seward, on the west side of the highway. Admission is $25 per person for an adult. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at some bears, I think. Well, they must be sleeping. I don't see a bear. Saw more bears on the Alaskan than I did here. All right, next stop. Dusty through here, reminds me of the Dempster. I have PTSD from gravel roads. There's some reindeer over there, it looks like. Few people here, not too many. something spectacular happens in the next few minutes. I say keep your $25 and keep on driving down the road. Other than getting more dust in the car, I really don't see a benefit of wasting $25 to drive in a circle and look at grass and a fence. Mountains are pretty cool. There's all those for free though. A lot of tourist traps you gotta watch out for. Little wetlands, gazebo area over here. Nice porta-john. Or a whole lot of nothing, so might as well take a look at the mountains. Yeah, there's some bison laid out over there. We saw more than that on Alaskan on the way up here. We do have a gift shop here to take some more of your money. I don't think I'll be stopping in there. And there you go. It's the grand tour. We'll get on down the road. Okay, well, you ever feel like you were just robbed? There you go. You have spent that $25 on something a little more beneficial. So, note to self, I'm not telling you what to do or not do, but I would not do that again. You can see more wildlife on the road for free. Okay, try to brush that off and think of some happy thoughts as we continue south down towards Seaward here. 76 miles to Seaward and 172 to Homer. We're not going that far tonight, but find a place to camp here in a bit because it's about 6 p.m. So, all right, see you in a bit. Well, I think I found a spot for this evening. It's about half an hour north of Seaward. So gonna hang out here tonight, get some editing done, and get some videos uploaded for you guys, and start out a new day tomorrow. Probably make it on down to Homer tomorrow, and then we'll see where we go from there. So appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night.